Hi, this is Kathy Sammons again. This is the next edition in my personal development file. I would like to talk to you about defense mechanisms today. My first exposure to really understanding defense mechanisms was a interpersonal development class that I took in college. It was my freshman year. And we had different assignments, but one of the assignments was to take a weekend and just write every interaction that you had down and to analyze it as far as what defense mechanisms you recognize in yourself and in others. Well, that weekend I happened to go home to my dad's house, and my stepmom was there. And there were many incidences in that weekend that I was able to identify defense mechanisms that were used by me and by my family. So Freud is the one that really developed a very long list of defense mechanisms, and he defined what they were. And they're just ways for our mind to just get around some of the reactions we have, or some of our reactions to input that we're getting. So I have here a list of defense mechanisms, and they're pretty long, and so I'm going to go ahead and read this. One of the first ones is denial. Everyone realizes that when you're caught doing something or you don't feel good about something you did, the easiest thing is to deny it. Maybe that's your gut levels to deny it. Your brain is trying to think of ways to make it seem like it's not your fault. It may not be an out-and-out lie, but it's still denial. So, and then repression, suppression, displacement. So if you're angry at work and then you come home and take it out on your friends and your family, well, that's displacement. Sublimation, projection, intellectualization, rationalization. Everybody ever heard of anyone rationalizing? Well, I mean, I got fired because those people, they were just like my coworkers. They were just mean to me. They just, I don't know, they didn't like it. They didn't like what I did, blah, blah, blah. Well, in fact, she was late to work. She didn't do what she was told. So she's rationalizing why she got fired. Regression, reaction formation, acting out, affiliation. A lot of people like that. They feel better if they're affiliated with other people. That's why rock stars have groupies. Let's see here. Where was I at? Aim inhibition. Aim inhibition. So, like if you always wanted to be a basketball player and you're going to be a pro basketball player, but then you realize that you really didn't have the skills, but you still wanted that. So what you do next is you become the local basketball coach. So I think that was an interesting one. Altruism, avoidance, compensation, humor, and my favorite, passive-aggressive. So the most common and the easiest ones I think I made a note of are denial, repression, rationalization, affiliation, compensation, and passive aggression. Excuse me, I'll put that down. Take my glasses off so I can. So one of the things that our egos does is it tries to protect us. And in my last video we talked about how the brain just makes up generalizations. I think that's another defense mechanism myself. So as you go through your day, when you're faced with the different things that come up, like on a daily basis, maybe you set out to get XYZ done, but you only got X done. So then listen to your mind. It starts rationalizing and making up stories about why you didn't get it done, and generalizing and projection. You're projecting it to someone else. So there's different ways. So my note to you today is just to listen to your mind and watch it when you're doing those things, because even if you do it and then you think about it, see how it makes you feel, see how that changes, shifts you, and maybe the next time that won't happen. And if you're in an explosive situation and you do that, and then you come back and look at it, you can correct that in that moment. You can go to that person and apologize to them and tell them what was happening and why you did it, or explain to them the mechanism that went off in your mind. And as you do this more and more, you become better at controlling those impulses, and you just become happier because you're in more of a control situation with yourself. And with that, you can actually teach other people to do that too. Don't focus on them, focus on yourself. But if someone, if it's plain that someone is doing this, you might want to offer them some information about defense mechanisms and how they can use them, how they could use this knowledge to better themselves. So I hope this helps, and you take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.